All right, so we have an update regarding the Anna Kasparian situation, and I regret to inform anybody that might not be aware of any of this that it is very not great, and I'm I'm very sad about this. I am disappointed. Um, but we are going to start with another clip from the Adam and Stitch show. Again, an absolutely awful, terrible, just complete fucking garbage program that Anna went on. And here it is.
I think that protecting, marginalized communities, protecting the transgender community is important. However, when you move out of or move far away from making sure that they are not denied housing, making sure that they're not denied healthcare, when you move into like these more fringe areas of like, I mean, there was a story out of the UK this week, blows my mind. There was an LGBTQ group in the UK who suggested that instead of referring to uh, vaginas as vaginas because it might be offensive to transgender men, one of the potential replacements or substitutes could be bonus hole.
Okay, so this is one of the clips that is stirring up a lot of controversy right now, and this is Anna's Twitter account right here, and she quote tweeted a response to someone who posted this clip and
That is
said that terminal case of Facebook boomer brain. Does she also think the Antifa super soldiers are coming to murder suburban parents? She said, "I don't make things up, and my point is that stuff turns people off. It's not really controversial," and she links to an article that is talking about the bonus hole term that she is talking about. Here is the article right here. Why bonus hole is going viral on Twitter and what the term means. And if all you have to do is scroll to the bottom of the article, and I don't know if she read the entire article. I really don't think she did. I don't know what she heard about this. But this is the end of the article here. To be clear, because apparently this has to be spelled out. No one, literally no one, is saying that the word bonus hole is mandatory for anyone to use, be they cis, trans, or non-binary. It's simply a suggestion presented for trans men and non-binary people, and presumably anyone who prefers it can use. Folks, this is not hard to grasp. Offering alternative terms to people who are seeking medical treatment is an easy way to be respectful of the gender dysphoria some trans men and non-binary folks may be experiencing. Whether or not you use bonus hole or not should be a personal choice. Sadly, some online just can't or won't understand nuance, and for the TERFs who see this as some sort of vernacular takeover, in the words of Taylor Swift, you need to calm down. Again, I don't know why Anna fucking linked that article, because at the very bottom of the article, again, this is the end of the article here. It literally it doesn't. My fucking problem with this is, Anna, why the fuck does it matter? It's not gonna negatively impact your fucking life in any goddamn way. And I've been trying to stay calm about this because, again, TYT is great. I was born in 2001. TYT was created in 2002. They've been around pretty much since I've been alive. Way longer than me, okay? And I think that TYT is great, and I think they have a ton of great hosts. But this is beyond frustrating right now to be. I don't know. This should not be something. And I did watch Hassan cover this yesterday. This should not be something that I should have to cover. And that's exactly what Hassan said, and that is exactly what I thought before I even watched his take on it. I don't want to be covering this. I don't think that Anna should have said anything about this. I don't know why the fuck she said anything like this. But she got into a little bit of another Twitter spat. David Dole replied here to Anna's tweet and said, "Honest question. What do you think the impact of your comments? What do you think is the impact of your comments like yours? Do you think this group you referred to, assuming they are real, are now going to stop? The reason why the right turns to these antidotes into national stories is to specifically demonize the entire movement. Assuming they are real, I just linked to it. The right turns these antidotes into national stories because they know it will turn people off. My argument is to be a little more strategic / tactful to secure healthcare and housing for the trans community. That's my point." Which she didn't really articulate or verbalize that, at least not in the clip that she herself, again, posted. And someone down here said, "I'm glad white people who supported the civil rights movement didn't think strategically equals cowardice when the movement was considered fringe and unpopular, and the black movement leaders were very unfavorable in polling. So basically, what they're saying here is, back when the civil rights movement started, way back in the day, in the '60s, it was extremely. There were a lot of Americans. It's like MLK. MLK at the time when he was alive, his approval rating among Americans was, I think, at the highest that they possibly have was 25%. So there were a majority of Americans didn't support something like the civil rights movement. But as you can see down here, there was a tweet that Anna put out, and it was deleted. And guys, this tweet is absolutely, I mean, it's one of the worst takes I have ever seen just in general. And I hate saying that. But her response that fits in right here is the civil rights movement did not use the same strategies as the trans movement. They didn't barricade speakers they disagreed with in a classroom for 3 hours. They persuaded through nonviolence and showing America their humanity. And as you can see in the screenshot here, it says that this tweet has been deleted. And I actually think that the person here who responded to this actually gives a really good short history lesson here on the civil rights movement. She says, Black liberation in the United States has always been radical and revolutionary. Nat Turner led a rebellion that involved killing plantation owners in their sleep and torturing plantations. The Deacons for Defense, the Black Panther Party, used and advocated armed resistance. And that is very much true. And I've said this before, but one of the only times that the NRA and Republicans have advocated against or advocated for, gun control was when they saw people like Black Panthers with firearms. Okay, and they absolutely needed to use certain tactics to be able to get what they were trying to do across to people, to get their messaging out to people. They absolutely had to use force. Okay, this is not something that, again, a lot of history that is taught in America is super whitewashed. Okay, I went to a private school my entire life. I had one teacher that I came across, one teacher in my entire private school life that actually told me shit that was not complete and utter bullshit. She actually told me real history. She taught me real history about this country. Black resistance to white supremacy was never just marches and speeches. When white people like Anna Kasparian frame the civil rights movement as non-radical, that framing draws on anti-black myths about black docility. White people used to say black people liked being slaves, and this idea that trans people are unique in utilizing radical action to demand equality and civil rights is also whitewashing of LGBTQ plus history. Stonewall was the first pride, and Stonewall was a riot against anti-LGBTQ police violence. And she keeps going here, and I can't read the entire thread here, but Anna Kasparian saying that the civil rights movement didn't use force to, again, do what they did is just wrong in so many different ways. I mean, it's kind of like straight up propaganda in my opinion, but it gets even worse. And again, I don't want it to be worse, but this is Anna doing all of this shit. Anna retweeted 3 people here, and all 3 of these people here are completely awful. The first one she retweeted is Jesse Signal, and for those of you that are not aware of Jesse Signal, he is one of those people that if you really do want to learn about him, then go ahead, but I don't recommend you look him up. Jesse Signal is just straight up transphobic in every sense of the word. I have no other word to describe Jesse Signal. He is 1,000,000% transphobic. Again, there are things that Jesse Signal has said that I don't even know if I would be able to make content on without YouTube flagging my video and literally not even allowing me to post it. But he says, Twitter's power users are profoundly deranged. Much of yesterday's outrage centered on a screenshot of something I'd written, except I didn't write it. And upon having that pointed out, no one slowed down one bit. Any editors who take this site's input into account are idiots. And he's got he's quote tweeting here one of, I guess, someone who was a supporter of him, but then said that, they're not going to support him anymore because, again, he is 100% a transphobe. And then This is the one that I personally have a very big issue with because Destiny is somebody that made me actually start caring about politics because this guy is so I don't I get angry when I see Destiny. I get angry anytime I see Destiny. I get angry when I see clips of Destiny. I get angry when I see tweets of Destiny. Destiny is shit. This motherfucker is fucking awful. I see him go on podcasts. I see clips of him stream. I've seen him and Hassan debate. I've seen him debate other people. Destiny is fucking an he is just awful, okay? I hate Destiny. I don't want to deal with Destiny at all. I can't believe that Anna Kasparian retweeted him. Destiny is problematic for so many goddamn different reasons. And when you are retweeting something like this, where he says, hot take, the civil rights movement owes its success to being mostly peaceful, la 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 la, I'm literally whitewashing history for, everyone to see because, again, Destiny's white. He's a motherfucking white person. Anna was 100% right. Everyone pretending now that it was some crazy violent uprising that was scaring the white man. No one, no, I can't. I seriously can't. I cannot even get past this fucking tweet. I can't. I fucking can't. And to agreeing is an idiot who reads, who's read less MLK than anyone they're criticizing. I absolutely love listening to white people, and I know I'm white. I'm 100% white here, okay? So, again, but I love listening to white people talk about what MLK stood for and educating people on what MLK stood for and what he said and what he advocated for. I love listening to white people talk about what MLK was trying to do. I absolutely love it. Great. Yes. Very, very, very great take from Destiny here. Yes, great. Oh yeah. I love listening to white people talk about what MLK stood for. It's my absolute favorite fucking thing in the entire world because they all somehow they talk about him so much like they understand what he really advocated for, and it's all you have to do is look at their tweets and look at something like this, and you instantly know that they don't fucking have any goddamn idea what the fuck they're talking about in any capacity whatsoever. And the last one she tweeted is Stitch from the Adam and Stitch Show, which is the program that she went on, a right-wing program. The fact that Anna Kasparian essentially saying violent riots and violent protests are bad is getting so much pushback from insane people online proves everything she is saying is true. And again, Anna Kasparian retweeted this. I don't know why she retweeted any of these people because these people are, again, all fucking awful. So unless she was quote tweeting them to absolutely dunk on them, then this is I hate this so much. I'm very disappointed in Anna Kasparian. And this isn't even what she said. She's, again, very much whitewashing history, lying about what she is saying history is. And, I don't know. I'm frustrated by it. I watched almost all of the live show last night, and this is actually something that I do need to address because I keep forgetting to address it because that's on me. But Benny Corallo, I do apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. I really do. Is a transgender employee, or was, excuse me, at TYT, and the reason I'm reporting on it like this is because there are some in my audience that might not know or might not be aware of who Benny is, but Benny here uploaded a video where she talks about why she left TYT, and it is an extremely great video. I do recommend that you guys go and watch the entire video for yourself. I absolutely thought it was an amazing video, where she talks about why she left TYT. And the reason is because of Jenk and Anna taking increasingly transphobic stances regarding trans women in sports, but also more generally when it comes to trans youth getting access to gender affirming care. Again, please go and check out this video. I think it is a great video, and there was a clip. I don't know if it's. I don't have it pulled up, but there was also a clip of Anna Kasparian addressing Benny leaving, where she pretty purposely, I think, misgenders them. She Anna Kasparian misgenders Benny as a man, and it's just, I don't know. I understand that the issues are the most important, and again, I don't think TYT deserves to be canceled, or I hate Anna Kasparian now. She's the worst. But I understand that the issues, and they care about people going out to the polls and voting. I understand that, but Anna, you need to stop falling into these traps. She's literally just doing straight propaganda. She's talking just straight propaganda, like that bonus hole thing, and it's so disappointing. And the most disappointing part about it is the fact that when people try to help her, when people try to point out where she went wrong, she just doubles down. She doubles down so hard that she starts retweeting batshit insane right wingers, people like Destiny, and people like Stitch, whoever it is, Jesse Signal, and that's literally a straight transphobe. And then it gets to a point where you're like, well, I just, again, it's just disappointing.